Hello, everybody. Don't adjust your television sets. Don't punch yourself or slap yourself in the face. No, it's real. We're streaming on a mother flipping Saturday. It's real. We're here. Look, I'm already upset. I'm upset that we're streaming. I'm upset that I'm here doing this. Look, nobody came into the tower today. Susan's not here. Chet's not here. Michael George. Nobody's here. It's just me. And I guess you guys now, so welcome in. But it's just crazy that we even have to do this. But I must talk about this crazy situation with regards to the Scarlett Johansson lawsuit and the fact that we might have lost the Russo Brothers Secret Wars movie. And that is frankly unfucking acceptable. So, we're going to get into the details of this story. We're going to talk about what it means. I'm going to be very transparent. I don't know how this stream's going to go. Okay? I don't know how this stream's going to go. I have so many mixed emotions. So many mixed feelings. I thought, why not go live with all this raw emotion and conflict within you and just fucking see what happens. You know, let's just see what happens. So do me a favor and smash the like button. Woo! Let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's talk about it. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's just get into it. Let's just see what happens here, okay? Let's just see what happens. Let's get into it. I'm over on comicbook.com. Comicbook.com. Okay, here we go. Russo Brothers at an impasse to direct another Marvel movie after Scarlett Johansson lawsuit. I just thought we were going to be able to forget all about Scarlett Johansson, digitally remove her or replace her from all the Marvel stuff, and we would just call it a fucking day. But no. They pulled in the big guns, the biggest guns in the fucking land. Okay, let's just keep reading. Scarlett Johansson's lawsuit against the Walt Disney Company over her payments for the Black Widow movie rocked Hollywood in a big way after it was announced. Not only did nasty back and forth take place between the actress's camp and the House of Mouse, yeah, they were doing all sorts of stuff. But it's apparently affected Marvel Studios' ability to bring back talent into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Damn it! In a report on the Wall Street Journal, and like, dude, this Wall Street Journal thing, I'm gonna make you pay for it. So I'll just read it over here. Shut your mouths. The Wall Street Journal. A new report about the Wall Street Journal about the fallout of Johansson's legal filing. The outlet claims that the uncertainty the lawsuit has created has caused filmmakers Joe and Anthony Russo, the Russo Brothers, to think twice about returning for a new Marvel movie. With 4 Marvel Studios movies under their belt, let's just read what movies they've done. Are they even any good, you might ask? Captain America, an impasse in the negotiations to direct another Marvel movie. Now, on the one hand, this is kind of interesting because, you know, look, we've been talking about this for a long, long time, right? And I brought this up that they actually let it slip. I think it was in early 2020 or maybe late 2019 that they were still having monthly meetings with people at Marvel Studios. The Russo brothers, despite leaving and not being involved, were having monthly meetings with Marvel. And my thought then was that, well, they're probably just trying to keep, you know, appraised of everything that's going on, because when they create Secret Wars, they're going to need to know where all these characters have been, what's going on with all the toys, and they're probably developing it in some way, shape, or form almost immediately. And one of the reasons we said this was because it came out that around the time of Age of Ultron and moving into Winter Soldier was when Marvel Studios started to really buckle down their plans for Infinity War and Endgame. And of course, the Russo brothers were heavily involved in that. And so the time frame felt similar. So they say that the discord between the talent and the studio left them unsure how their next movie would be distributed and how they would be paid. The Russo brothers declined to comment for the initial report. I keep saying Secret Wars because that was one of my first books that I really fell in love with as a kid. Joe said in an interview back in 2019 with MTV about returning to Marvel. This notion of, you know, event storytelling, and I think that's part of the reason that we gravitate so strongly towards these event films. in these ensemble films is the notion that you can control or contain so many different characters and so many different points of view and galvanize them all around a story point. It's really compelling to us. The pair have also pointed out that the X-Men and Fantastic Four are being brought into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, now thanks to the Fox acquisition, as options that might be too fun to pass up on if they were approached. As we know, Marvel Studios has already hired Spider-Man No Way Home director to do the new Fantastic Four movie, but there's no word on X-Men, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, what's going on here? Well, the truth is, when it comes to Marvel and when it comes to the Black Widow lawsuit, that a lot of things, when this happened, Disney fired back in a super hardcore way. And to be honest with you, a lot of people talked about how crass that was, and it was pretty crass. You know, they labeled her as, not caring about people in the pandy, being really crass herself, being selfish, and they were like, and we paid her $20 million. You know what I mean? So, like, they really came out swinging with some very strong public statements that I think made her look bad. Now, Scarlett and her team and people that are sort of on that side of this thing, they have attempted many different ways to make Disney look bad, including doing some wokey stuff with saying that, like, Disney coming at her this way or wanting to take it into a non-public arbitration or whatever is, like, sexist. Okay? So, you know, your mileage may vary on how you feel about that stuff. It is, in the parlance of our time, par for the course, right? Just what happens out there. It's, you know, you use things, you try to angle things, you try to connect to a narrative, you try to create buzz in the public relations sense for your team, your side. So, in my opinion, this has sort of been what has been going on, and you've seen different trades and different people out there, different journalists, taking one side or the other, or like reporting things that tend to bolster one side or the other, right? Like, I saw some reporting that in my mind seemed like, oh, this is kind of Disney friendly, kind of trying to besmirch Scarlett and make her look bad. But a lot of the reporting in Hollywood has been aimed at making Disney look bad with this particular situation, in my opinion. In my opinion. Okay? So, up until this point, I think that Disney was winning in the court of public opinion. And this arbitration thing and putting things behind the scenes was sort of meant to cover all of that up, you know? And, you know, this isn't unique to Disney. Like, all big companies and corporations that have situations like this want to do this. Look, here's the reality of the situation, guys. In business and in life, shit happens. People that were friends become enemies. You have falling out. You know, things get ugly. When it's business, things can go a bad way and get ugly. Your job as the company is to create a front-facing sort of image of the company that everything's fine, that everything's going to be handled. You know what I mean? Everything's Gucci. And so Disney, regardless of how you feel about the actual lawsuit, it's their responsibility to the shareholders to make things look as smooth as possible, to quell the storm, to quiet things down in order to, you know, present a unified front. That's what you do. That's what you do as a company. That's what you do. And honestly, from my perspective, what was going on was doing just that. I had almost forgotten about Scarlett Johansson completely. You know what I mean? I had almost forgotten about this whole situation completely, and honestly, didn't really care that much, really, ever to begin with. You know, like, I can sort of see both sides of it. Like, look, I have no real love for Disney as a corporation. They do some good things. They do some really bad things. And I think the idea of them not paying people properly and being very difficult to get a hold of, yeah, that seems all right. You know, I mean, they pay comic book people like $5,000 and then use their ideas to make billions of dollars. And that's not Feige. That's the company. And that's their company line. Okay? So I was almost at a place where I was like moved on. I was like, it don't matter. It's whatever. It's whatever. And this update about the Russo brothers and about losing the Russo brothers, well, we're in a whole new ball game. We're in a whole new world now. Because just being real, this to me and threatening, I will literally pay you to read more, chat more often. Hey, Den of Lag, what are you talking about? And by the way, you know what? You guys are yelling at me. You guys are yelling at me. You guys have only 116 likes on this motherfucking video. So how dare y'all coming at me when we can't even get the likes up to like a healthy 200 likes? Yeah. Maybe if the likes were up higher, I'd read the goddamn chat. Anyway. Anyway, guys, let me continue to blabber, okay? Let me just continue to freaking blabber for a little bit. I mean, can I just blabber? I want to just vent about this, okay? I've been thinking about this. I stayed up all night twiddling my thumbs, laying on the couch like Jabba the Hutt, like, Trinity says. I mean, he ain't wrong, and I'm kind of turning into Jabba over here, you know? But look, listen, Linda, listen. This Russo Brothers thing, the idea of not getting them back, the idea of them not doing Secret Wars, it's like full stop, I'm flipping like a flapjack. And I'm Team Scarjo, 100% now. 100%. And you know what, to be honest with you, here's the thing. It puts Feige and everybody at the studio in a really weird spot. It puts Feige and everybody in the studio in a really, really weird spot. Because, Feige is a company man. He wants to ride for the company. He definitely was against the day and date release structure. Now, I personally disagree with that. We talked about it on the freaking Discord last night. It's a big hot topic of discussion right now, right? Streaming versus theatrical release. Look, I gotta be real. I'm team streaming. I'm team streaming. I'm team, I don't care about you making $20 million and that's not enough. I'm just being honest. That's what I feel on the inside. That's how I honestly feel. But if this is just a game, and if this is just social media, court of public opinion, like, hey, this person said this person claps back, and we're just talking like schoolyard rules or street rules, and this is just a knockdown, drag out, dirty fight in the tabloids over social media about this kind of stuff, then I gotta tell you, like, from my perspective, like, Scarjo was getting dominated, and Mickey Mouse was like, haha, yeah, what do you think now, bitch? You'll never get any more money. I ain't giving you a goddamn cent, And then Scarjo, like, opened up 2 portals, and the Russo brothers were, like, on your left. And they came in, and, dude, it's over. Like, legitimately, from my perspective, and you know what? They didn't comment or whatever, but let's be real. This shit leaked out somehow. I'm not going to say they did it intentionally, but the Russo brothers probably leaked this shit intentionally. You know what I mean? Unofficially, no comment. Yeah. Here's what probably happened. They love Scarlett. They probably do. They probably love Scarlett. I don't think this has actually much to do with, like, their actual contract or whatever. They would get a bag, and they know they'll secure the bag for coming back regardless. But I do think they probably just saw what was happening, and they were like, yo, let's throw this into the mix. Let's put a little more pressure and leaning on them in this sense, right? And for me, I'm like, Chapek, you motherfucker, you better figure this out. You better figure this out. You better pay her. You better get her happy, settle it out of court, whatever. And then you better literally grovel at the feet of the Russo brothers. You know what I mean? Like, for real, Chapeg, you just lost, man. You just lost. You lost. It's over. Like, Russo Brothers Secret Wars, and by the way, pretty much everybody in sort of the leaking insider community, everybody knows that's where it's going. You know what I mean? It's like dance around it, don't talk about it, blah, blah. We all know that's where it's going. That's what's happening. And the idea that we might not get the Russo brothers to come back and do Secret Wars, who are they going to get? Bruh. It's over for you. You lost. And now you got to cut the check to Scarlett. You got to figure this whole thing out with the streaming thing. You better figure out a better solution. Because, man, that is going to be huge. Because right now, it's just a little story out there. It's just a possibility. It's just something that I'm freaking out about. But if it goes to the next stage, where it's like confirmed they are not coming back, and they were going to do Secret Wars, bro, the wave of angry fans, the crazy amount of people that are going to go bananas on the internet, you don't want that smoke, Disney. You don't want that smoke. I'm sorry, you lost. I didn't see it coming either. I didn't think the Russo brothers would come back and Thanos snap everything that you were trying to do with your court case. But you lost. It's over. Give her the money. Give them the money. Give me some money and shut your mouth. Now, let's get a little more positive, and then we'll get into the Q&A. Let's get a little bit more positive. Let's just be real about some shit, okay? Let's be real about some shit. On the one hand, this does kind of feel good because it validates and vindicates things that we've been saying for like 2 years now, right? I mean, the only reason this is even a story and being blown up is because, dude, I wasn't lying to y'all. They're doing Secret Wars, hopefully, still. That's the whole fucking plan, man. These guys are smart. They planted the seed back then. They said it in multiple interviews. They've been doing monthly meetings with Marvel Studios. How is this even a story if it's not sort of already understood that the Secret Wars thing is happening? So on the one hand, it feels good to be right once again. I mean, I can't take all the credit. But as much credit as you guys will give me, I'll take it. So, that part feels good. The other side of this is, we had a pretty ugly fallout with Tom Holland and me. Actually, that was private. We went into some fisticuffs kind of things. But I'm talking more about the thing that happened with Sony and Marvel and Spider-Man. That was a pretty ugly fallout. And again, what are we talking about? We're talking about the court of public opinion. Yo, by all rights, Sony has that license. They bought that shit. They could take them back. They could do whatever they want with Spider-Man. But the court of public opinion and an outcry of swaths and swarms of angry nerds literally gave Disney leverage in an actual contract negotiation in which they had zero legitimate leverage. Like, the court of public opinion did that. And I guess if you're looking back at that situation, you could say, well, it worked out. It worked out. At least so far, it worked out. Tom Holland doing this movie here with Feige. They're doing that Spider-Man movie. Probably doing more after that. Who knows? But that did work out. And I know many of you guys are like, bro, you're freaking out. Whatever. This is just a blip in the radar. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. It'll be fine. It'll work itself out. And hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. So on the one hand, if you were being more objective than I can be right now because I'm just emotional about it, you might say, all that really happened yesterday was confirmation that the Russo brothers are going to come back and do Secret Wars. And little blip in the radar, they'll figure it out. They'll quell it all down. They'll calm it down. And we're getting Secret Wars with the Russos. You could say that. And if you said it, I'd be like, oh, I hope so. Regardless, it's wild. It's wild. And by the way, no rest for the nerdy this weekend. Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to just... I mean, this is usually my NFT time. This is where I hunt for NFT projects. For Saturday morning, I get some coffee going on. I get some, tobacco rolled up. And I sit and I spend thousands of dollars on JPEGs. That's what I like to do on a Saturday. I don't know about you. That's what I like to do. And so I'm missing my NFT JPEG buying time right now. Because of this freaking story. Because of this freaking thing. Sucks. So, I'd love to know what you guys think about it. Let's get into a little Q&A. Let's see what's going on. I have a video coming out later today on the regular Den of Nerds channel. All about the multiverse of madness. In the multiverse of madness. Not into the multiverse of madness like most of you guys try to say that, pronounce it. It's in the multiverse of madness, you friggin' dummies. Jeez. So yeah, we got a video coming out about that. Crazy things. More circulation of the Tom Cruise Iron Man story. People freaking out about that. And fact that Supreme Strange, the dark Doctor Strange from episode 4 of What If, is more or less confirmed to be in that movie. So there'll be a big video coming out about that. I also have a Star Wars video coming out tomorrow about the next trilogy. I'm just going to be honest. Look, I shouldn't have even said that. But I'm going to do a video tomorrow about the possibility of, and very real possibility of episode 10, 11, and 12. Some of you guys are going to be hyped. Some of you guys are going to be pissed. We'll do that tomorrow. I saw some people in chat asking about my Shang-Chi breakdown video. I did a big breakdown video explaining the ending, and it got crushed in YouTube, like weirdly low views. So we actually took that video down, and we're going to rework it, and we're probably going to release it on Monday again. So just so you know, if you're looking for my breakdown, we did a breakdown yesterday, and yeah, I totally think Galactus is being called to at the end of that thing. But that video will come out on Monday, okay? So, let us get into the Q&A, okay? Let's get into the Q&A. Yeah, I did a video, Trinity. Yeah, and nobody saw it. Everyone was like, I don't want to watch Josh's Shang-Chi ending explained video. I don't want to do that. And I was like, oh, shut your mouth and do it. But nobody did. So we'll re-release that on Monday. YouTube's weird. Sometimes it hides your videos for no reason whatsoever. It's really fun. It's really fun. You're like, dude, this video's going to crush. You put a lot of work into it, a lot of editing into it, and then YouTube's like, well, what if we just didn't fucking show anybody? Wouldn't that be chill? Wouldn't you feel great if you thought you knew what you were doing on YouTube, and then you did all this stuff, and then we were like, nah, fam. Ain't nobody going to see that shit. Anyway. Okay, let's get into Q&A, guys. I do want to say that this stream is really just brought to you by the Nerdventures. Really and truly, all the beautiful people you see in the chat with the badge next to their name, they support us, they keep the lights on here, help us be able to do cool things in the future with our content, and we give a lot back to the Nerdventures. We do exclusive streams with them. They get 20% off of our merch. They get the badges, the emoji, and much, much more. Consider joining the Nerdventures today. It makes you feel a little taller, too. You know, you wake up the next day after you sign up for being a Nerdventure, you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, I'm looking kind of good today. You know. Side effects vary. Your mileage may vary, but it'll probably make you a better human being. Okay, Mike, the MCU Rules Porter, first in with a $2 holla, says, speak your truth. Let's have it. Thank you, Mike, and I just did, but let me just kind of TLDR this shit. Scarjo, how dare you? Lawsuit whack. Probably don't care about you. Wait, what? Might not get Russo Brothers Secret Wars? Fuck you, Disney and JPEG. Pay that queen her money. There you go. T-Love, a.k.a. Silver Lurker. $5 holler says, bro, I will literally pay you to read chat more often. Bro, I'm trying here, okay? You know? Sometimes you got to get out there and you just got to fake them, and things come out of your mouth. You know what I mean? But thank you. I appreciate the support, and just keep sending those super chats in, and we'll think about reading chat more. Dan the Man with a $5 holler says, hey, Josh, my birthday wish is for you to use your resources to make an animated what if Luke, Han, Leia met alternate versions of themselves. That's interesting, Dan the Man. That's interesting, Dan. First of all, happy birthday to you. Can we get some happy birthday wishes in the chat for Dan the Frickin' Man? Love that dude. Also made a cool Star Wars fan film that I still haven't watched, but I hear is very good, and he's very angry because I haven't watched it yet. Send it to me again, and I'll ignore it for a couple more weeks and then maybe watch it. Look, happy birthday, Dan. That would be cool to make an animated Luke, Han, Leia met alternate versions of himself kind of thing. I have like a million projects going on though, bro. I can't be doing all that. I will tell you though. Should I wait? Should I wait to tell you? Should I wait to tell you? Okay, I bought a I'm gonna tease this out here. I'm gonna tease this out for everybody that's here. I bought an I've never even heard of this comic book before. In fact, I want to know, and answer honestly, chat. I'll know if you're lying. I'll know. I'd like you to answer honestly. Have you ever heard of the comic book called Old Man Luke Skywalker? Procuring your ape collection? You mother trucker. Has anybody in chat heard, put a 1 into the chat, has anybody heard of Old Man Luke Skywalker? Cool. Cool. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. We might react and read that together. We might read that together. I just discovered it myself. Just found out about it recently. So, Dan, I'll let you know when we do that video, man. Golden Hercules says with a $5 holla, I think they're both in the wrong, but Disney needs to fix this crap or we riot. Now take my money. Thank you, Golden Hercules. I agree. They're both a little bit in the wrong. I wish it had been resolved better, you know, out of the public eye. Honestly, in my opinion, we don't know the full details of the contract and everything like that, but, like, in my opinion, like, this is the way I look at it. Yes, I think Scarjo was reaching and probably not fully understanding what was going on and maybe even motivated by factors other than her own income. Like, everybody's saying it's about their money. I don't think it's about their money. I think it's about streaming, Hollywood, like that industry. I think there's a lot of pressure, especially if you're, you know, all these people are unionized. They're all part of different guilds and shit from Hollywood. And so I think there's a pressure there to really eliminate the threat, the existential threat of streaming to Hollywood. And to me, that feels pretty whack. So I just got to be real. I'm not down with that. I'm not down. However, from the perspective of Disney, dude, figure that shit out. Keep it out of the public eye. Marvel is your golden goose. And the Russo brothers coming back from Secret Wars? Bruh. Don't fuck that up. So that's where I'm at. Nikki says, in the words of Cat Williams, you shouldn't have been talking shit. Team Scarjo from day one. Now we are the den of whammon. Yes, now we are totally Team Scarjo. Team Scarjo all day. Look, man. It is what it is. She won. She won, in my opinion. Jimmy McKee with a $2 holla says, you should have Nikki call in one day. Take my money. We can get Nikki on the call. We're going to do call-ins on Fridays from now on. And Trev and Ryan, we're chatting up a new idea to do it better next week. So we'll do it better next Friday for sure. Parthasari. I feel like I've said your name easier before, and for whatever reason my brain is scrambled today. But Parasarthi Singh with the 400 rupees says, "Yo, Josh, you gonna do a breakdown, a Shang-Chi breakdown when it comes out on Disney Plus?" yeah. I mean, maybe when it comes out on Disney Plus, we'll do another like watch party or something, huh? That'd be kind of fun. I like the movie. I like it a lot. So thanks for the support, man. Proxy with a $5 haul says, "What if we get a better Secret Wars with the Russos out?" It's possible, but who's going to do it? Like, who's your hype man for that? Like, who's your team? Here's the thing, man. Infinity War and Endgame, it's a miracle they pulled that shit off. It's so ambitious. It's so crazy. I don't know if there's anybody out there that I actually trust other than the Russo brothers to do something even bigger with Fox and all these different characters. Like, look, Sam Raimi's about to do something wild with Multiverse of Madness. Absolutely wild. But Secret Wars, especially if it's more than one movie, it's going to dwarf what Raimi is doing in the Multiverse of Madness. So that just requires a special team. And having already worked with the entire Marvel Studios, producing squad and making the absolute magic that they made in Infinity War and Endgame, it's very hard for me to look past that as a fan and be like, oh, yeah, no, we'll be fine. You know what I mean? Just being real. I mean, look, the Russo brothers are so good, man. They're so good that my favorite T'Challa scenes are not in Black Panther. They're in their movies. My favorite Peter Parker scenes, their movies. My favorite Captain Marvel scenes, their movies. They're really good. They're really, really good. Ryan B with a $5 holla says, "How worried would you be about Secret Wars if the Russo brothers don't come back? Trust that project in someone else's hands. Thanks." And I did just kind of explain my thoughts on that. You would really need to sell me on it. See, like, here's the difference. You would need to sell me on it or just announce it with the Russo brothers, and then, like, we all get nerd boners and we freak out. What do you want to do, Disney? What do you want to do? You want to convince me? Or do you want to just announce the fucking thing? You know what I mean? Just do the thing. That's where I'm at with it. Parasarathi Singh with like the 200 rupees says, "Gonna have to simp from my alt. Hashtag currency issues." Oh, it's all good, brother. Sam Cluntz the second with a very generous $10 holla says, "Yo, Emma Stone's situation should give us hope. Not for Scarjo, but for the Russos and future talent working out." Yeah, so that's true, and that's a fair point. And the reality is, yeah, they could probably figure it out. But again, I'm telling you, I don't actually think that's what's going on. I think this leaked out intentionally to sort of put things more in the favor in the court of public opinion on the Scarjo side. I don't know if that's true. Maybe the Russo brothers are freaking out. Maybe they didn't want any of this to come out. I don't actually believe that. You know what I mean? Who knows? But that's the way Hollywood does things, man. It's a town of leaking and secrets and, rumors and headlines and media and fucking angles and shit, bro. So maybe. I mean, they paid Emma Stone quite a bit of money. You know what I mean? If I was JPEG, I would bring like a sultan's worth of gold, like to the Russos or something. You know what I mean? And maybe that'll happen. Kevin says, with a very generous $10 holla, says, "Let's go worst case scenario, and the Russos do leave. There is still other great talent out there. Any ideas of who could do Secret Wars? Also, thanks for streaming on a Saturday." Yeah, thanks for being here on a Saturday, man. Who could do it? Who could do it? I mean, maybe Jon Favreau, but don't you think he's a little busy? You know what I mean? Yeah, who else? Who else could do it? I mean, maybe Raimi. Really depends on Multiverse of Madness. You could maybe see Raimi stepping in. I don't know. It's a difficult question. Again, I'd much rather just be assured that the thing is going to happen. But I understand. I understand where you guys are at. And I appreciate everybody's perspective on this as well. I mean, look, I'm hamming it up a little bit. It's content. Hashtag do it for the gram. Wait, we're not on the gram. Anyway. The Exodus with a $5 holla says, breach of contract sucks. But I'm not losing sleep over a millionaire losing a few million more, and Secret Wars is coming with or without the Russos. Hey, true. True. Can't deny that. It's true. But I just got to speak my truth. And my truth is, just pay them. Just pay her the money. She won. She beat you. Just give it up. But that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. But I totally understand your opinion as well. And if you recall, if you watch the other videos and watch my takes on it, bro, I don't really think Scarjo's in the right. We'll see what happens with Shang-Chi. But I personally feel like Shang-Chi is leaving money on the table by not doing a Premier Access release. And I think had it done a Premier Access release, Simu Liu would make even more money. So look, I think the industry is just shifting and changing, and we need to adjust, and people need to adapt and do this. But, like, there's still a lot of money to be made. Things are changing, but the money is still flowing. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, bro. I understand what you're saying. I really do. But for me, just she won. She won. Just pay her. Dave Chappelle. Nice, man. Is that your real name? With an $8 holla, says 6 months, baby. Got my diamond badge today. You love to see it. You love to see it. We'll be doing a diamond stream soon as well. So keep an eye out on that. Link into the Discord so that you can get access to that lounge, because we will do a diamond tier stream very soon. Matthew K with a $5 holla says, here's Martin Scorsese's chance to step in for the Russos and show Marvel how real cinema is made. Damn. Quote of the day, Matthew. Well done, sir. Well done. Darth Baba with a very generous $20 holla says, always remember, Nerdventures, the Doge emojis are taking over. P.S. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Are the Doge emojis taking over? Man, these pups, man, they're growing up so fast, but they've really grown into being real loving dogs. You know what I mean? You know? We were a little bit worried because the Shiba breed is kind of hard, and they're really independent. They're a lot like cats or whatever. But nah, man, Luke and Leia, loving little pups, you know? So it's cool. Mike, MCU Rules Porter with a $2 holla says, hey, is 60 million good for Shang-Chi? Yeah, if it makes 60 million in North America over the 3-day or 4-day weekend or whatever, yes, that's incredible. That's a great sign. But, Mike, until we see what happens in week 2, we won't have a good idea. So I'm not 100% on this, but my sort of notion here is that Black Widow was outpacing Fast 9 initially, but had an incredible drop-off in weekend 2 and didn't open in as many markets, aka China and a lot of the Eastern markets. So I still hold that I still really believe that Shang-Chi will make less money than Black Widow. Period. But we'll wait and see. You know what I mean? And no, 60 million would be great for the project. You know what I mean? Ari Kalish says with a $5 holla, sorry, late procuring my ape collection. Like one of my newest NFT friends. Happy B-Day, Dan. Dude, you really got a bored ape? Motherfucker? That's wild. I own part of a bored ape. I own a fraction of a bored ape. But, hey, good for you if you got one. That's dope. And thanks for rubbing it in that I'm missing all my NFT stuff right now. Mukbang Reviews with a $5 holla says, thanks for broadcasting. I like streaming at home. Local theaters has loud people, rats, and bed bugs. I don't go. Talk about it. Love your channel. Yeah, I mean, look, I've talked a lot about this. I am not on the side of theaters. I'm not on the side of theaters, guys. I want the convenience. I want it now. I want it digitally. I want to be able to watch it on my OLED. I want to be able to go frame by frame. You know how many times I would have watched Shang-Chi by now? Probably 3 or 4. And I've watched it once, and I'm probably not going to see it again in theaters. I know I said yesterday you guys were kind of hyping me up, and maybe I'll go see it again. Guys, it's just going to be convenience. Like, it's just going to end up being that convenience factor. Like, again, there's a lot of fun stuff I want to do today. Do I really want to go throughout all the things that's going to take to go watch it in theaters? And then, yeah, I'm probably not. Probably not. So, appreciate you. Appreciate the support. Noah Schaefer with a $5 holler says, first ever super chat. Wow. Random Saturday stream deserves it. Love the content. Damn, bro. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Noah also follows up with another $5 and says, P.S. got really drunk last weekend and got a confirmation email for the Watch Party Thor hoodie. So hype now. Dude, I got to order ours. This seems silly, but I got to order the Watch Party merch for me before it sells out and goes away because it's hype. And I also want to add in a, I don't know. I also want to add in some evil Doctor Strange stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what's up with that. Thank you so much, Noah. I really do appreciate the support. Proxy with the $5 holler says, no Russos, no cry. Sorry. Matthew Perez with a 49 Czechoslovakian gold. I think that's about $1 million US. I think Mate just gave me $1 million, which I will promptly go spend on JPEGs. Martin Scorsese for Secret Wars. True cinema. I'm into it. Kind of feeling it now all of a sudden. Mukbang Reviews follows up with a $5 holler that says, where the fuck are the mutants? I love the cosmic stuff, but I want mutants. I want all of it, LOL. You know, I really think there will be an explanation given in the Multiverse of Madness. And I think it might have to do with Wanda. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I know that there's a plan to bring a lot of the Fox X-Men into the MCU, but I'm thinking it's going to be very similar to the way they're doing Sony, and there'll still be a MCU version of the mutants. Like Wanda, I believe, will be revealed to be a mutant, and she's an MCU mutant. Maybe she already did a House of M. I don't know. But I think that the Mutants movie or show, because there's a project called The Mutants that Feige is actively developing right now, I think that will probably explain the mutants in the MCU. Dan the Man with a $2 holler says, much love to you and everyone here. Just resent it. Thanks, brother. My man. My man. Maybe we'll look at that later. I'm super hyped up for this Old Man Luke Skywalker book, man. I bought the last one that was on eBay. I don't see any more out there. And I'm about to hype this book. Like, you know, look, I'm sorry. I am. I'm going to hype this comic book. And I'm going to push its value up to absurd levels. And then maybe I'll resell it to one of you guys. Let's keep going here. Parthasara Singh with a 400 rupees says, issue equal. I'm in Europe now. Going to be here for 2 years. Raimi, Waldron, or Spielberg for Super Wars, bruh. Take my money. And also, tell me how to say your name, man. I feel horrible. I'm just a stupid American doing stupid American things. Hope you're not offended. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Tara. Look, man, I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to say your name. Spider-Man friggin' dude with a $5 holla. Thank you. Lara Powell with a $5 holla says, where's the Surfshark banner lately? Titans rule. Dip your toe back into DC. Take my money. And also, thanks for my Saturday stream. Okay, Lara, I'll be completely honest with you. It's super fucking embarrassing. We need the link. I'm still working with Surfshark. There's still many people that have signed up for Surfshark with us. But I need to put the affiliate link in the description because you need to click the link in order for it to really be linked to us. And I think there's a bunch of people that got Surfshark, and we're not actually getting a piece of that pie because we didn't put the link out there, and I'm really frustrated about that. We're going to fix it, and by next week we'll have it rolling, and there's going to be a lot of Surfshark stuff. I mean, I still use Surfshark all the time. I love the service. So, yeah, Surfshark. Use code NERDS with an S, not nerd. Yeah, we really fucked that up for like a couple months there. So we're gonna do better on that. Mr. Singh, and I'm just gonna say your name like that, says disagree, bruh. Shang-Chi is defo a cinematic experience. Look, I get it, and I get people love the theatrical experience. I like the theatrical experience, but that experience was already degrading, and they've done very little to modernize it and to adapt it to the modern needs of people. We're talking about JPEGs worth $200,000, bro. Things are fucking changing. You know what I'm saying? Things are changing. And in a theatrical experience, it doesn't feel like that industry has done much, if anything, to incentivize people to come and to create a new value proposition that fits within the modern world, the modern consumption. Especially when the pandy happened, everybody got locked into their houses. Some of you are still locked in. And I still see just that accelerated a lot of things that are already happening. And to me, it's like, I get it. The theatrical experience. We were talking about this on the Discord yesterday. And one of the things that came up, I had this idea. I was like, well, what if when you got the premiere access, you got something, I would do it as an NFT. You got something that then you could get either some money off in the theater or a free ticket. Because for me, it would be one of those things where it would be like, okay, I would actually prefer for my first time watching it to be digital and watch it at home to avoid craziness, crowds, lines, all these different things. But then, dude, yeah, I love the theater. I'd go out to the theater the next day. I'd go out to the theater during the week and watch it again on the big screen. Like, do you ever think like, okay, I've seen this movie, but maybe I want to watch it again on the big screen, like Star Wars, right? Like, you know, when the special editions came out and then they would re-release some of the movies in theaters. You've seen Star Wars. You've seen it a million times. You probably watched it on your phone. You watched it on TV. You watched it on your tablet. Whatever. You've watched it many different ways. And there's still a draw to going to see it in the theater. It's still fun. But I think it's just going to flip. Like the priority and the convenient factor of having it at home, you can't deny that value. And yet I still feel there could be a way to incentivize people still going to theaters, still spending money on concessions, doing all these fun things, creating an experience, but also giving the convenience. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. The Exodus says, Raimi would give us a better Hulk than the Russos. Man, that's true. Some of you guys really don't like some of the things the Russos have done. So maybe some of you guys are like, no, dude, let it burn. Let it burn. Gray says with the $5 holler. By the way, it's great to see you, Gray. Says, I think Scarjo is wrong. After Rona, movies are never going to be the same. I'm incredibly bummed that Shang-Chi was not released on Disney+. Me too. Me too. But I also understand that this is a crazy contentious topic for people. You know what I mean? Like, for whatever reason, like, a lot of people are really dug in on whatever side, you know, they feel about this, you know. Call you Kiwi? All right, brother, I will. Matthew K with a $5 holler says, on a scale of 1 to John Campea seeing it 5 times, how actually good is Shang-Chi? Going to see it tomorrow morning. Loving the Saturday stream. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's a very good movie. It is a very good movie. But you know what? After my boy Kendall reminded me about Fearless with Jet Li, bruh, we watched Jet Li's Fearless again last night. And I'm just saying, like, again, I'm not trying to, like, crap on the movie or whatever. It's a great movie. Shang-Chi is a great movie. But the Kung Fu in that movie it doesn't hold a candle to some great Kung Fu movies. The action's really good. The choreography is not on the level. And I know some people got butthurt about that because there was a really respected choreographer that passed, actually, you know, recently that worked on Shang-Chi. You know what I mean? R.I.P., of course. But I just got to be real. Like, that doesn't affect any which way as to how I view the film. You know what I mean? Like, I love Carrie Fisher. What they did in episode 9 with her was horrifying. You know what I mean? Like, love Carrie Fisher. R.I.P. But whatever the fuck they did in episode 9 with her, terrifying. Horrifying. You know what I mean? So, look, I'm just telling you. I think that Shang-Chi is a very good movie. But people are saying, like, the Kung Fu in it is next level. It's, like, crazy good. It's unbelievable. It's the best action in the MCU. Wrong. In my opinion. What I think is great about the movie, actually, is the fantasy and family elements. It's about family, as Vin Diesel would say. Parasara Thara Singh says, with some more rupees, if my name is a mouthful, just call me Kiwi. Amen, bro. I'll just call you Kiwi for now. Flatbread Zombie 47 with the $5 holler says, do you think Shang-Chi will get a sequel? Maybe Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Iron Fist? No, bro. They ain't doing that shit. No, I don't think it will get a sequel. I don't think it should get a sequel. To be honest with you, I don't want origin movies anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I understand why they did this one. And I think that this one was different because it was something that Feige wanted to do a long time ago, you know, and they finally are able to do it. But I don't really want origin movies anymore. You know what I mean? Like, legit, the Spectrum character, Monica Rambeau in WandaVision, that character doesn't have a origin thing. But I came out of WandaVision loving that character. I was like, dude, this character is awesome. But I didn't need a whole origin movie with her. I just think she's dope, and it just worked contextually. So for me, I don't really think you need another Legend of the Ten Rings or another Shang-Chi movie. Just have him doing some dope stuff in, like, the Avengers and stuff. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. And I wonder if they'll ever do Danny Rand now. Feige might just let Danny Rand... I don't think Feige wants the smoke. You know what I mean? Because even that show, when it came out and before it came out, there was like a lot of controversy. People saying they should have recast him as Asian. A lot of like hate over the white savior thing and all these different things. And it's like, honestly, it sucks because Danny is an awesome character and Kun Lun is an incredible part of Marvel Comics. And like now we might never get that in the MCU, and you might never really get Danny in the MCU because of the fucking crazy ass world that we live in. But I also kind of understand it, just in the sense that, like, if you're producing and you're this big company, do you really want to open that can of worms? You know what I mean? Yeah. Stormy with a $5 holla says, I will always be a theater stan. The theaters got me through hard and rough times. Marvel movies got me through shit. An experience that can't die. That's really cool, man. And I'm glad that you feel passionate about that. It's good to be passionate about shit. And I understand it. I've had some incredible experiences in the movie theater. But again, I feel as though that experience was degrading already. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I think, honestly, it's a combination of things that changed. And if you would have told me pre-pandemic, Josh, movie theater experience is going to go away, and in a year from now, you're going to be all about streaming, and you just are going to want things streaming, I would have laughed at you. I would have been like, you're talking to the guy that watches all the big Marvel movies like 4 or 5 times in theaters. But it happened. I don't know what to tell. I don't know. It happened. We're here. We've arrived here. This is where we're at. So it is what it is. Darth Revan with a $5 holla says, honestly, Josh, I go to the theater for the crowd and camaraderie, but only Marvel has that feeling. Much love, bro. Yeah, the camaraderie can be really, really cool. Marvel was single-handedly kind of holding up that end of the bargain, though, I think, in a lot of ways. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I understand where you're coming from with that. I really do. So. Appreciate your feedback, man. What else is going on in here? What else is y'all saying? Just introduce everyone like they did in Spider-Man. Yeah, I don't think that would be bad. I don't think that would be a bad idea. Now, they'll definitely do Danny Rand. Ooh, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Hashtag Team Scarjo, Team Jenkins, Team Russo, Theater Gang. Dang. Josh got a taste of the stream life and isn't looking back. It's true. Guess it's kind of true. It's like Trinity would tell you. I'm pretty much Jabba the Hutt, and I lounge around this place like Jabba. You know, I actually don't, like this chair, I don't really leave it much, and it just gets wheeled around the house. And so, like, just wheel me into the living room, roll me onto the couch, feed me Cheetos, and put it on the screen. Yeah. Do I think Galactus will be coming soon? Oh, yeah. I think so. I can't wait for Love and Thunder when that happens. Yeah, but you know, Feige said... Did I read Dark Ages? Hell yeah. We read Dark Ages on a stream. for the Nerdventures. So we've been streaming at noon, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday for the Nerdventure members, and we read Dark Ages #1 on Thursday, and it was sick. Hey, Josh, I bet that chair stinks. Yeah, a little bit. Spectrum isn't that name? You don't say that. Lazy AF. Everyone conform to me. You hear that, Hollywood? You never cared about me before I care now. But care. What? Nikki, I don't know what you're trying to say. But. Nope. Nope. And I'm right. Still flip flop. Jimmy McKee. You don't say that. I saw Rob say that the 10 rings could be from a future, a.k.a. Kang, and therefore have not been discovered yet. I mean, that could be, but it's Galactus. How do you think the symbiotes will be introduced in Love and Thunder? Or do I think they'll be introduced in Love and Thunder? No, I do not. No, but that would be kind of fun. But no, I do not. Hashtag theater gang. Hashtag stop Disney shills. Nah, fam. Give me those shill checks, man. Just do Danny Rand, but cast Louis Nah, man. I literally quoted Josh saying that like 5 minutes ago. No, you don't. No, you didn't. Ridley Scott, Secret Wars? Woo! Paul from Heavy Spoilers said no, Galactus? What do you mean? He said that's not Galactus at the end? Oh, he wrong. Oh, he wrong. How do you associate the 10 rings with Galactus? Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie? Eddie interested in the Dune movie? Yeah, I can't wait to watch it on the OLED from the comfort of my couch. And I think I'll live tweet at Dennis Villanueva the whole time. And I'll just be like, dude, so much better than theater. Your movie was designed for small but beautiful screens within the home. You know what I mean? And then I'll pause it and send him a tweet and be like, just paused your movie because I had to take a massive dump. I love the convenience of being able to watch this at home and not being stuck in the theater with smelly babies. You know what I mean? So. Knights of Melvin showed up in X-Wing stream last night. And I wanted to mess with him so bad. That's funny. That's funny. Probably not Galactus. Do we need to put some bets, some Nerdcoin bets out there right now? No, we can't do it right now, but maybe we'll do it soon. I'm like 80% sure it's Galactus. In fact, scratch that. I'm 90% sure it's Galactus. Yeah. We are so distracted today, huh? Pausing. You can't pause in a theater. You just got to pay attention. Yeah. Well, how am I supposed to check Twitter and find NFT projects if I'm just supposed to pay attention to shit? Come on, man. Think about it. Henry Cavill as Adam Warlock? That would be sick. I'd prefer him to be in the Squadron Supreme. That's what I would do. I'd bet on it not being Galactus. Damn. Paul said no? I gotta talk to him about it. I'll hit him up and be like, "What you mean, bruh?" I'll be like, "Here's what I heard," and we'll see. Maybe he heard something different. You got your amethyst badge, my man. How do you know it's Galactus? I'm super curious. Only sending to flex my new badge. Damn, it looks good. Damn, Nathan Tattoos looking good, bruh. I said, God damn, bruh. Ooh, Gladiator would be sick. Okay, here's why it's Galactus. And by the way, none of you guys watched the video where I explained this, so thanks a lot for that. Thank you. Thank you guys for not watching that. That was really cool when you did it. Okay. This is slight spoilers for Shang-Chi. Slight spoilers for Shang-Chi. Yeah, slight spoilers. Everybody get out of here. We're going to end the stream after this anyway. Slight spoilers for Shang-Chi. Okay. The creature, the Dweller in Darkness, in the comic books, that's a creature that destroyed the universe that Galactus was from. Galactus is a dude named Galen who had all this crazy technology, and he survived the end of the last universe before the Big Bang for this universe. That was caused by the Dweller in Darkness, okay? And the setup's right there. It's like, it's got some crazy magical powers. The sorcerers in Carmitage feel it when he touches them, okay? Captain Marvel asks him, how long did your dad have these rings? And he says, like, about 1,000 years. Banner says, due to the blibbity blah blah blah, we know they're way older than that. Captain Marvel says, and they think they could be alien. Captain Marvel says, I've never seen anything like this in the galaxy and in the universe. It's sending a beacon out. The technology is from, the reason it's so old and powerful is because the technology is likely from the previous universe. It is connected somehow to Galactus, and it is calling Galactus to Earth. And Galactus is likely way far away in the universe, destroying planets and shit. Maybe they don't even know about him, and this beacon will call him to the MCU. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Patrick. How did so many beings survive the end of the universe? Galactus, the Collector, Dweller in Darkness. I don't think the Collector did. I think he just knows where the stones come from. You know what I mean? It was Zack Snyder. It'll be, instead of Galactus, it'll be Zack Snyder. Imperfect Reaction says, so is Shang-Chi unknowingly a herald of Galactus? No, but I don't think so, but I think that the 10 rings will learn that is endowed with the power cosmic. And that really, like, you know how Thor was saying that, like, technology, like what you call magic, is just technology that's really, really far advanced? And I think we'll come to find out is that Galactus and the power that he has is really like a high-level combination of magic and technology. That's why the sorcerers felt it, because what we call magic is still just technology. But it's also really, really advanced and alien. But a lot of this is speculation, you know what I mean? All right, guys, we're going to get on out of here. Like I said, I got another video coming at ya. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness video coming up. And then maybe a Star Wars video tomorrow about how my uncle's coming back. Maybe. Or something like that. Who knows? Who knows? All right, everybody. Much love. Going to get out of here. As I always say, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. And smash like for the Saturday stream. Let's go. Anyway, is everybody gone? Did everybody go? What's your Battinson joke, Mike? How many Battinsons does it take to change a light bulb? 0, because Battinson... Good one. Good one. Look, guys, it's just wild, man. I don't even know. You know, I just needed to get on the mic and just word vomit all over the place, you know. So I appreciate you coming in, hearing my thoughts, listening to me. Yeah. And you know what? Since you waited this long, let me give you a juicy tidbit. Juicy tidbit. Coming at you.